I'm turning 30 and realized there is nothing to look forward to. All I want is to be financially stable, with the ability to save an emergency fund, vacation fund, and afford a mortgage. Instead, I got tricked into thinking getting a degree would allow me to find a job that pays well enough for the goals I want and complaining about it on Reddit. I feel you, man. It's getting harder and harder just to survive on this planet. I was in a similar place in my mid-20s, and reading critiques of precarious work helped soothe my mind in the sense of, at least I'm not the only one who thinks this age of deregulated, precarious work is dystopian. It might not work for you and it doesn't change your conditions materially, but it might be worth a shot. The works listed in the menu of this sub might also be a helpful read if you haven't read them already. Also, try to think what you can do to improve your individual situation under the current bad conditions as much as possible. For example, can you set aside half an hour a day to look at job ads to potentially find a job with better salary and conditions? Can you try to gradually learn a new skill that is in high demand? I know I now sound like the annoying, stop complaining, change your mindset and work on yourself, folks. But when decoupled from the patronizing dismissals of valid anxieties and complaints about terrible work and life conditions, trying to survive under the current circumstances the best you can is not a bad thing. Ideally, we'll see successful collective movements changing the circumstances. But until that happens, we have to try to find a way to live our lives as decently as possible. Finally, what do you like doing outside of work? Arts, sports, socializing, anything? Are you able to carve out at least some time during the week for an inexpensive hobby? Again, it won't solve your problems, but it might make you feel better. That's the thing. There never was. Optimism comes with ignorance. The smarter you become, the less everything makes sense. I'm trying to drop out live as cheap as possible so I can have an easy job with less hours and just do what makes me happy. It's a battle in and of itself because they want you close, not distant. I am 60, and you are right. Dude, you have time. Still, I'm in middle age and will, literally, never retire given my student loans. When I hit 50, I felt the same way. You are not alone. You have a lot left to do and see. I have been hiding in my hobbit hole for a couple of years now, feeling quite isolationist. I'm finally excited to get out there again to see one of my favorite bands. It's normal to feel that way. It all ebbs and flows. 1. Dogs 2. Snacks 3. Butts 4. Science mysteries 5. T. There's always something to look forward to. Owning a home isn't all it's cracked up to be. I did come to the realization that my time is worth more to me and work is just a function to make money and live my life. Got into the electrical union and it works for me. There are options. I turned 30 last month and I'm depressed as hell. I thought I'd be married and pregnant and own a home. I am working to not even afford to live at this point. I guess it depends where in the world you live and if you are prepared to move. A work-from-home job allows a lot of flexibility if you can get one. Then you need to get your ass somewhere you can afford to live cheaply or where land property is cheap. There are parts of the EU and Asia where this is doable. But yes, it is a challenge and is not easy. Nothing in terms of career and financial goals to look forward to. But there is still plenty to look forward to in terms of enjoying your friendships and developing new ones, exploring your interests, diving into hobbies, etc. There is this idea we are fed that you ought to strive for financial stability, a good career and homeownership, And that premise has become increasingly untenable. The key to avoiding despair is to find your happiness in other things. This won't be easy, but the most 95% of our generation can do is find the least horrible place in capitalism and find happiness outside of it. Most of us will not live better lives than our parents. Not accounting for wars, etc. But being angry about that won't change it. What degree did you get? That is the question. We pay our tradesmen way more than any degree-carrying SHMO. I am a degree-carrying SMO. I've been feeling this way for a while about life. You spend your first 20 or so years learning, thinking about what the future holds and seeing what adults get to do and buy, and then you get there and it's like, this actually sucks and this is it. This is the rest of your life. Any given week for me is the same stuff I was doing 5 years ago. It's the same stuff I'll be doing 10 years from now, 30 years from now, probably 40 or even 50 years from now if I live that long, since retirement won't be a thing by then. Living after 30 is like watching a movie you've already seen 1,000 times. It's not exciting anymore and you already know the script off by heart. And it'll never change. I'd rather start over and do 134 again than do 34 plus. What's your degree? Just pull up by da bootstraps. Not true. There's always death. Eternal sleep where you don't have to worry about pain, work, stress, anxiety. Look on the bright side. I'm in the same boat. My plan right now is to master the arcane arts. I will use the ancient elemental powers or sorcery to find a remote island on a chilly northern lake. I will cast a glamour upon the island that none may see it. Using black eldritch ritual, I will plunder local graveyards for undead slave servants. These loyal, unholy skeletal minions will construct for me my obsidian tower, where I will rule my mystic island from a wrought iron balcony, decorated with burning runes and strange, impossible shapes. My other plan is to work hard and spend responsibly until I have enough saved to retire. Each of these plans is equally realistic, so I'm looking forward to either one of them. Been there. This may not help you, but it helped me. Work to live, not live to work. I asked myself why I wanted a house. I didn't really. Society has instilled owning a home with being successful. Once I crossed that of my list, finances became easier. Find something you enjoy doing that can make enough to live on, and the burnout you feel from life resolves itself.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Junkratxd is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.